Here we have the new 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 ZR2. And this one comes in black on jet black Greystone perforated leather interior. I just love the stance of this truck. But our powertrain consists of a 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8 engine made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And I tell you, this thing just has a presence to it. As soon as you see it, you're like, this is not just a regular Silverado. So as we come around to the front, we have that signature ZR2 front end there. LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights, LED fog lights. We have our red recovery hooks. And I just love especially with the black, you kind of have this strip here, that kind of metal gray look, and then the rest of this gloss black, along with just the silver on the bottom. Just a really, really aggressive look there. And I even love these subtle LED lights here. Really cool. Love that look. We have that 6.2 liter badge there on the hood scoop. Just love the look of this truck. Love it. And then we have 20-inch aluminum, or 18-inch aluminum wheels, excuse me, on these huge Goodyear Wrangler tires, ready to take on anything. Now this particular ZR2 has the option of the high clearance steps. Really, really nice look there. And even more room to go off-roading. And to the door panel here, I like just the subtle nuances on the door trim here. Like, all of this is not that hard plastic. Now this part is, but even just the color scheme here, just a really, really cool look. Then we have our power door lock controls here, memory seat controls here. All of our windows are going to be one touch express down, but the front two have one touch automatic up and down. We get power folding mirrors, blind spot monitors. We can lock our windows here, and then we have our actual power mirror controls here. Bose sound system. And then plenty of space in the door panel here. Now over to the left side of the steering wheel, we have our electronic parking brake. Just press that to engage, and then press the brake, and then press it again to disengage. And then we have our 3 drive modes. We have terrain, off-road, and normal. And then we have our tow haul mode as well. And then we can manually use our 4-wheel drive controls here. And then we have our headlamp controls, cargo bed light, heads-up display, which I'll look at that later. I like that we get a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our front driver's seat. We're gonna get power with power lumbar support there. And I just love the look of the seat. I love having the gray insert here. And then black bolsters. Really, really nice. Just gonna check out the leg room. So no surprise here, I have plenty of space. And there's the front seat, adjusted for someone of my size, and then I'm still able to sit back here, being 6'3", no problem. And we get seat back pockets on both seats. And then here we have our 3-stage heated outboard seat controls there, along with the USB-C, USB-A input, AC vents there, cup holders, and then 2 more cup holders in a little center storage space in the center seat that folds down. And then we do have clothes hangers on either side. And then we have grab bars on the front there. And then even having the premium dome lights here, I love that. And now let's go ahead and check out the back. But first I want to go ahead and look at the window sticker. So ever since the ZR2 came out, I saw it in an auto show a couple years ago. I was really excited about it. And honestly, for this price point here, especially with all the added packages, you get quite a bit for the money. Now it's expensive, but after the test drive, I'll really get to see if it's worth it. And this will take 87, but if you want to fill all those horses, you want to make sure you get the premium gas in here. There's our back in there, LED tail lights. And there's our dual exhaust there. And you can see the spare under there as well. And there's our bed there, spray-in bed liner. We get our LED bed lights there, and then we have a 120 volt 3-prong household plug in there. Now I do wish we had a power up tailgate on this one. It only folds down. And there's our front passenger seat, power with power lumbar support. And I believe both of these front seats are going to be 10-way. So very adjustable. And on the ZR2, I really just love the attention to detail from the front end, the lights, to just all the features you get. And then just how this was really made to be off-road capable. But there's that 6.2 liter V8 all in there. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily a Raptor competitor. I know it's supposed to be, but honestly, I think it has the looks down pat, in my opinion. But for the, like I said, power tilt and telescoping steering wheel, it's also leather wrapped, heated, which is nice. I like how thick it is at the bottom. Really good feel all the way around. And then we have this new 13.4 inch Google Assistant screen here. So that gives us access to our AM, FM, XM radio, along with Bluetooth audio. And then I have my wireless Apple CarPlay hooked up, and then you also get wireless Android Auto compatibility as well, along with your podcast, Google News, and then if you want to hook up something through the USB port, you can do that as well. I'm just going to walk through this screen here to show you all the nav. So this is going to be, of course, you had to have a subscription to use the Google Maps on here, but the good thing about the subscription is if you only need to use it once or twice and you travel 2 times a year, you only have to pay for it then. And then you do get a trial, I believe, with the vehicle. But really easy to use. You can see your traffic patterns. If you want coffee, it'll show nearby coffee stores. So really like that, and especially with gas, you'll be needing to fill this up quite a bit because it is thirsty, but it'll show you all the nearby gas stations. And if you need to tow, you can add a trailer, use your guest trailer, or if you have an accessory hooked up, you can set up your different profiles here. And there's our backup camera with guidelines. And with this one having I think the technology package, you get all of these views here. So your trailer 360 view camera, put it back. And then you have your curbside view, forward, back, trailer hitch view, if you're backing it up. And you get that bird's eye view as well. Toggle your guidelines depending on what you want there. And then my favorite is going to be this bed view camera. I love being able to see what's in the back, especially since I haul so much. It's nice to be able to see if something's looking like it's about to fall over or whatever. So very impressed by that. Now I want to go ahead and test out this sound system. Here in my hand, pushing off from down the land, two-stroke motor, do the dash. It's the old with a little bit of gas. Late life on the pontoon, I'm just living late life on the pontoon. So really impressive sound there. Of course, this is going to be the premium Bose sound system, but I like how all of the speakers kind of have like some oomph to them, even coming from the front there. Really impressed by that. Just a really good immersive sound, and you can always turn it up some more without feeling like you're getting distortion. So that was pretty impressive. We have a Wi-Fi hotspot as well, and then we have dual zone automatic climate controls, which we can control with knobs and buttons down here. But I really like using this screen here. Just really fast, ready for you to do whatever. So very impressed by that. And then if you have this hooked up on the right side, you can either have your Google Maps up, the music, the trailer status, or you can just have a clock up there for a nice sleek look. We have a home button, volume. Then down here we have our lane keep assist with lane departure warning, parking sensors, auto stop. We can lower that tailgate. We have our hazards there, traction control, hill descent, and then we can lock our differentials there. Trailer brake controller. We do get 3-stage heated cooled seats for the driver and front passenger on either side. And there are those AC controls again. And then we have a USB-C, USB-A input there. I like this big storage pocket here. So if you plug something in there, you can just have it right there. And then we have our cup holders there. And then for the 10-speed to shift, you just push this button here and then have your foot on the brake, of course. Pull down for drive, and you can tap for low, and you can use your low gear and manually shift using the paddle shifters here. And then you can tap up for neutral, or you can hit the button, pull all the way up for reverse, press P for park. Now we have a wireless charging pad here, 3-prong 120 volt there, another USB-C, USB-A input there, removable tray, and then tons of space there. And then we do have a power rear sliding window. And there's a look at the back seat as well. And then we have our universal home remote here, and we can hook that up to the garage. You have the premium dome lights there. And then we have a one-touch tilt or slide power sunroof, which I highly recommend. I think it's only $9.95 on this truck. And I just like having a sunroof on a truck like this. Now to the glove compartments. Of course, we have our top one here, and then our lockable bottom compartment there with our owner's manuals. Decent size, but it also helps having that extra storage up here too. Now to the steering wheel, we have our adaptive cruise control with the technology package on this one, and you can actually hold this X button, or the cancel button, excuse me, and go between regular cruise and then the adaptive cruise. Like I said, just by holding that button there, and then we can toggle the actual cruise there, and then set, resume, and then the gap adjust for that, and the forward collision alert is right here. And there's a toggle for the heated steering wheel. Then we have our voice recognition control, mute button, and then for that all digital 12.3-inch gauge cluster. We can go through tons of options there. So many views. And then we can even turn some things on and off depending on what you want to show, which I really like that. And then of course we can change our gauge cluster view. So my favorite is actually the classic mode, but if you like having something a little less busy, you can toggle those. And then to the heads-up display, and toggle our brightness, our view. It doesn't blink like that, it's just how the camera's picking it up. Then I can move it. And then behind the steering wheel on the left side, we have our track list or radio station favorite controls there. We can toggle that. And then behind the steering wheel on the right side, we can toggle our volume. And I really like how even the dash looks really, really nice. I love that gray and yellow trim. Our rear camera mirror, we can just turn that on and off there. And there's our push button start. And finally, here's our key fob with remote start.